Like, we turn that down a little bit. I'm not trying to blow my ears out. Go to look at that. Go about yay high on sound. Holy Moses, a guy got murdered. Yeah, I already spoiled myself on the first chapter. I read this a couple months ago. I will probably just be reading the story on my own time once we have all 3 parts done. So, I will be doing the meme. We will be skipping. We will indeed be doing a little bit of skippy skips. To be fair, I do also know most of what happens for Lostbelt 7. Alright. Send me in, Chief. Yeah, poor guy. That dude just got splattered. That guy got owned. Shouldn't have fought the twig alien thing, you know? Imagine you go to Area 51 and they're just like, yep, here's the alien. It's a twig. Evil trees. Alright, this is the Olga one, right? Do we have to fight Olga? I believe so. What are her traits? I don't remember what Olga has. I know she's a beast. And that she's a lady. What is her alignment? Lawful good. I have to double check her her class alignment stuff. Because this could be a job for Echon. But if she takes a neutral from Zergs, that could also be a very bad idea. Because then she's just going to get butt blasted. What is Olga? Olga is... What's your number? 6? 7? Yep, 7. Alright. Thanks for the follow, my boy. B7. Yeah, she takes neutral from everything, so Echon... I mean, she can still do good damage. Might get butt blasted, though. Maybe we do. Maybe we just use her anyway. Why not? Hold on, I'm allowed to plug you for this one, right? Charges NP gauge to max when defeating a unit. Reduces NP damage by 30% upon defeating a unit. 1 tick of NP gauge of return. Extra attack instead of NP. Basic and extra attacks are AoE. Fun. Which is super epic that they make you use MASH. The Taunter? Oh my lord. I'm about to taunt this AoE hit coming my way. We'll send Echon in first. Why not? Oh yeah, we have to have MASH. So you could sit there. How do I make sure that my MASH gets obliterated? I don't think we do. I don't think there is a guarantee. 3-star CEs? What am I, broke? Nah, show me the 5-star CEs. I want to see the good ones. You know, Scotty being able to fire an NP is not bad either, because she drains NP whenever she does hers. How much HP do you have on second bar? 459? Yeah, I don't know if Morgan's clearing that one. I don't know about that one, little buddy. We could just bring her anyway. You know what? We ball. Why not? Bring Morgan. Bring the Fox lady, I guess? And then we just chill. All these people get wiped. Morgan comes in. Boom. Obliterates her. Just kills her into the sun. Do I care about Bond? I don't know. You get a lot of Bond from this mission. Hold on. 1830? That's a lot. Alright. Doing Lostbelt 7? Yes, sir. Have you missed anything? No, we just started. Yeah, next lottery is going to be around April. It's when we get the Ilia's Castle Kashin Koji event. Yeah. Get the... Come on, get the staffing. Come on, get the staffing. Here you go, Mash. I know her attacks are AoE, but... Her attacks might be AoE, but you know what? You're gonna try your best. You'll do your absolute best to try to not get our teammates killed. Yeah, I've been putting it off because I usually like to read everything in one go. So I was planning on doing all of Lostbelt 7 in one sitting, but I also know that I'm really lazy, and if I don't do it now, then I'll probably never do it. Why did I target that on her? That was really stupid. Actually, it was calculated. Check this out. Now we're gonna... 20%? That's not very good. Now we ball out. Got screwed with my Kirei rules. Gonna have to wail for Kukulkan. Hey, don't wail for Kukulkan. You gotta wail for Draco when she comes out. PP damage? Okay, there's the damage. Hey, 189? That's not bad. Oh, okay, I see you, Mash. Ouch. Well, that was just rude. Echon, crit this lady into oblivion. Echon, blow her balls up. Bro, Echon could really use a new animation update. I mean, I think the bases for the animations are pretty good, but the animations themselves are a little clunky. Small NP damage. Is there much difference between NP3 Draco to NP5? I mean, you get more damage, but you get the biggest increases from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. 3 to 5, or 3 to 4 and 4 to 5 are diminishing returns. But, I mean, you still get damage. Oh, I don't want to get blasted here. Have a plan. Wait, no, that plan is terrible. That's a stupid idea. That's dumb. Where are my Morgan cards? Nah, we'll just live. We have the guts. We'll live. No Buster card. Man, come on, man. I love 10k burn. Yeah, it hits a little bit, but, you know, we'll live. I'd win. There's really, like, no point in popping either of those. Do we have anybody in the back? Okay. I'm sorry, Echan. I thought you could do it. I'm sorry, Echan. I thought you would live. It's just Tets for part 2. Kukulkan is Kukulkan is part 3. That was with Black Rail, by the way. That was some potato damage. Ouch. See, look at Fraud and Skya. She's gonna get us killed. Look, if Fraud and Skya didn't die, we would have been chilling. Fraud and Skya gets us killed. Why do we have Plug Suit? Why don't we bring Atlas Academy? Maybe I'm just stupid. Oh, never mind. I'm a genius. Never mind. I'm a genius. Never mind. I'm just a genius. Bringing Plug Suit, the wrong choice, but I'm just better. I would just actually win. I would just be better. Never doubt my Morgan ever again. Is unscathed? What? See, now I know that's cap because I've broken 2 break bars. So I know that's yapping. Speaking of yapping, Olga talking. Use command spells? Nah, around here we don't need no command spells. We're just better. What traits does Marie have? Well, she's female. She's lawful. She's good. That's about it. Yeah, that's about it. She doesn't really have a whole lot to exploit, because, I mean, she's a beast, but I don't think we have an anti-beast person yet. Probably for good reason, because if we had an anti-beast servant, I don't think they'd be very good, because we fight beasts like all of 3 times in the story. You see, there's like Tiamat, there's Goetia, Kiara, Kama, Olga, and I think you fight the other one during the end of part 2 for Lostbelt 7. I'm trying to avoid spoilers for part 2 and 3 for people that are actually reading through it. Or they're just sitting in the corner with the dunce cap? Yeah, see, he's super large. He only fights the big guys, you know? He goes in for the big hits. I mean, Arthur realistically should be anti-beast for, like, his whole prototype lore bits, but does not all beasts have threat against humanity? Olga doesn't. She does not. Hey, get me out of here. Get me out of the infinite loading. I'm trying to think. I don't know if very many of the beasts actually do have threat against humanity. Let me check. Yeah, because Goetia only has King. Tiamat is Divine Spirit Divinity. Because you gotta remember that, like, the lore that they give for beasts are that they're people that like, love humanity and stuff. Kiara probably should have it, because Kiara, I don't think she cares. But, like, look, at least, like, Tiamat, it's like, okay, well, Tiamat is just, like, upset that people killed her kids. You know, Goetia thinks he's doing the right thing. Because Solomon was kind of just sitting around and wouldn't tell him what the deal was. Kama was also doing, like, in her own way, a good thing. She was trying her best. Oh man, I have to actually look at Olga's skills and stuff again. Oh, sweet, we could use... We could drip out. We could drip out with the New Year's thing. What is this? We have to fight some like some dinosaurs, right? Or are these the Panther Warrior guys? Let me read these again. Let's go for restrictable command cards afflict NPC. Okay. This is the big burn one, right? Set NP gauge to max. Crazy. Man, I remember when we first got our details, I did a video, I was like, dude, she's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. And then it just never happened. Although, we could still do the thing. So funny. He's like, bro, no. I don't want to use my NP. Leave me alone. Okay, it's like her Buster and her extra attack are the AoEs, right? Yeah. Get glored. I can't wait for Olga Marie's a rollable servant. I also can't wait for the servant that can't do more than 20,000 damage to these random bozos. Not being able to one-turn this? L. Bad servant? Question mark? Olga Marie? Mid? Question mark? Couldn't take out some random... Actually, just some random dudes. I do like the interaction, you know? I think it's very funny. She's like, no, I'm not using it. Now, my whole theory for that is I'm assuming they wanted us to be able to use her NP, but it's probably something nuts. Because Nasu was saying that there was a lot of stuff he wanted to do in Lostbelt 7 that they didn't have time to do. Like, they didn't have enough time to actually implement all of the skills and stuff that they wanted to do, just in general. And so I'm assuming Olga was probably supposed to be a bit better in what she's able to do. But, you know, Lostbelt 7 was already delayed, so I guess they just decided to push it out. Is her Buster buff even good? No, not really. It's 20% Buster for the entire party. Lostbelt 7 spoilers. I don't know, I'm just kind of skimming through. Uh-oh. Gotta fight the dinosaurs. Gotta fight the big old chunky dino nuggy guys. Oh, we're stuck in plug suit. Well, how about that? Burn this guy. Give me fat NP game. You know what? Reduce my cooldown as well. Why not? Yeah, that's what I said. The Buster and the extra attack are the AoEs. I think they also, what, they cut down on damage or something? Like, because they're AoEs, they lose a bunch of damage or something. Hey, the animations and the sound effects are really cool, though. They got that Apocrypha dubstep going on. B7 losing to dinosaurs? Crazy. My main gripe in at least part 1, though, is being forced to use certain servants the entire time. Like, I kinda get it, because they want it to feel like... I think this is the problem, is that, like... So you have, like, Nasu writing it, and he's like, oh, I'm using FGO as, like, my main storytelling platform. You know? And so, for, like, certain story bits, he's like, oh, I think it'd be really cinematic if you used X servant in a fight or something. But then the issue is, you're playing a gacha game, and you want to use the servants that you summon for. Like, yeah, I mean, sure, it's like really cool. Like, oh, you want me to use like Castoria to fight Oberon, but what if I wanted to use Morgan to fight Oberon? You know, what if I wanted to do my Morgan setup? It does make it a little bit annoying. It also does punish people with like worse boxes, like Demeter comes to mind. Where I know a lot of people struggled with it, not because like the Demeter fight itself is realistically not that hard, but the hard thing is that you're cut off from the ability to use supports because you have to bring Canis, who's not even good in that fight. Like, she's actively detrimental in the fight. And so it just makes fights like those, like, infinitely harder, especially for, like, those players. So it's, like, really annoying. Bro, Karna against Super Recollection. Yeah, like, Karna, I would push back and say that Karna's actually pretty decent for the Arjuna Altar fight. Like, I used Karna to beat Arjuna Altar because I thought it was thematic. Like, I would have done that anyway. But against the Super Recollection fight, it's like, bro, you should have given my guy Karna a couple more buffs. Come on, man. Come on, man. You have to buff up the supports if you're gonna beef up the boss, man. He's gonna need the help. Think a visual novel with DLC story updates would be better for Nasu writing, or you think the current setup is way to go since he makes money like no tomorrow? I would prefer. I mean, he's stepping down after part 2 ends, and then Sakurai's gonna take over, and they're gonna start doing just event stories and whatnot. It doesn't look like there's gonna be like a huge overarching story, at least for a while. And I would much prefer that because I think there's a lot of things. Like when it comes to the Fate series, Nasu's not my favorite writer. I do think he can cook some really good stuff, but I do prefer like, say like Higashide writing stuff. I also like Urabuchi writing stuff more. Sakurai's a little hit or miss. I think Sakurai and Nasu kind of go back and forth. Like they either do something really good or they're making ice soup. Like, look, I'm not gonna lie. I think the base Fate route is kind of just Nasu making water soup, but I think Heaven's Feel, now that's a cook. That's kind of what I mean. Like I think Camelot is like terrible. Like I did not like Camelot very much at all. But then he turns around and he writes Babylonia, which I think is peak. I think the same thing could be said for like Sakurai as well, because Sakurai will come out and she'll she'll do something like Lostbelt 2 that people, aren't too big of a fan of, but then Sakurai helps out with, like, all of the Fate extra stuff, and, like, Extella, and, like, those are crazy. But then, on the other hand, for that as well, if you look at Extella, Sakurai did the Nero and the Tamamo route, and Nasu did the Altera route, and the Altera route is my favorite. So, like, they kind of just go back and forth with me. They really do just be going back and forth. Are we bringing Beanbag? Who are we fighting? We're fighting some snakes. See, I don't like this. I don't like when it's just like, oh, you have a freebie slot here, right? You can bring whoever you want, and then it's just mash. Like, don't give me the illusion of choice, man. That's just rude. Don't give me the illusion of choice, brother. If you're gonna force me to use the servant, force me to use the servant. No, I'm getting that New Year's EXP. I'm getting that EXP. I'm leveling up this Mystic Code. You could choose to put Mash in slot 2, though. Woo! Hated this Lostbelt just because I couldn't use my units most of the time and super gimmicky Emily. What's your favorite event story, FGO chapter story-wise? It's like really close between Lostbelt 6 and 5.1. I think those are really close for me personally. I do quite enjoy those. I liked 5.2, which is another Sakurai story. So like Lostbelt 2 I think is alright. But then like 5.2 is just like a big Dragon Ball chapter, and I really enjoyed it. I really like America, but I just also really like Ku Alter. I think Ku Alter is really sick. Like, I really like Babylonia. Even though it is just fan service the entire time, I really do like... Oh, what's it called? Solomon. I like Solomon a lot. Even though, again, it is just like a fan service chapter. It is just them being like, wow, look at all of your favorite servants coming in. But I'm like, hey, you know what? Look, Avengers Endgame did really good for a reason, right? You give me a big fan servicey chapter, and I'm going to enjoy it. I don't mind. I mean, they tried kicking her out as much as possible already. Ooh, MASH? Yeah, I do think by the end of part 2, if they do decide to move on to like a part 3 or something, I think we could really benefit from seeing MASH as more of a senpai to somebody else in her own right. Like, say there's another new person that's kind of on the come up, another free-to-play that we end up getting. I think FGO could really benefit from something like that. And then we get to see MASH take on more of a, like, head role. You know, she actually gets to kind of be above somebody. Think we're going to get another FGO anime? Oh, I think most definitely. I definitely think we'll get another FGO anime at some point. I think they've got all their eggs in the Strange Fate basket. It's super weird. Fate is like one of the most profitable just IPs on the planet. But then like they're really slow at actually doing things. I've noticed. They really do just kind of take their sweet time. Which is really weird. Because me and a friend were looking through it the other day, and it's like Fate Stay Night is like number 20 or something on like top grossing just franchises. And it's like super funny to me that it's like, dude, it makes all this money and then they are so slow to put things out. What's up, Kyle? Director MASH? Yeah, it doesn't have to be like that. She could just be like a trainer or something. MASH and Fujimaru teaching... Oh, I already read that. What I wouldn't do for an FGO2 with modern day features. Yeah. I mean, that was a part of, what, like last year's anniversary poll? They were like, do you want us to end the game? Do you want us to continue? Or do you want us to try to make like a second game? And it was like 50% said continue, and then it was like 25% make a second game. And then the other 25 just said end of service, which people were freaking out. They're like, oh my god, 25% said end the service. And it's like, hey, numbnuts. You only have 3 options. It's only so large because you only have 3 choices. People are like, oh my god. Strange Fake episode 1 came out last Wednesday, and now the second episode isn't. I think I saw like a Kita Sean tweet where it's gonna be like, what? It's like a monthly thing that they're doing? Something like that? Excited for Dokkan 2? Nah, Dokkan's fine. The update they're doing for Dokkan is pretty cool. Here, let me pull up a tweet. Because I think Kita-Sean actually is more in tune with what's going on the Japanese side of things. Pretty sure he can speak Japanese, can he? Doesn't he, like, live in Japan? Let me see. Where is it? Fate Strange Fake seems to be an anime that releases 1 episode per year, going back to the OVA era. Okay, yeah, so never mind. It's not even once a month. That is crazy. That's insane. I mean, I kind of get it, because Strange Fake is kind of like... They're in a position where they could end Strange Fake in a couple of years, or they could go on for like another, like, 20 novels. And we get, like, 1 Strange Fake novel a year. So... I guess that makes sense. But then it's just like... I don't know. You figured you'd do something else. You know? Those episodes better be movies? Well, that kind of defeats the purpose of them being movies. There's not enough content to make them movies. It's, like, really weird. I mean, it seems like... It seems like instead of waiting like 20 years to release the strange fake anime, they're like, okay, well, we'll try to just drop an episode every year whenever we get enough content. What's the point? Well, the point is that you wouldn't get the strange fake anime for like 20 years if they waited for it to be finished. Because we get one novel a year. Because it's a, you know, Strange Fake is a light novel. And Narita puts out like a novel a year for Strange Fake. And so, if he puts out like a novel a year and they're maybe like 30 to 40% done, you're still gonna have to wait like 15 years before it's done. So I think they're trying to get some of the anime out there instead of like waiting for it. Instead of making people wait. I mean, I would have thought, me personally, that they would have just done like a redo for like the Stay Night anime, because the Studio Dean Fate Stay Night route is not super great from what I've heard. I saw like 2 seconds of it and then I was like, nah, get me out of here. This looks like hot dog water. I mean, they definitely could have. They definitely could have done a just like a 12 episode series. Yeah, like a small season. But then maybe they're worried about it being like too much of a gap. Like they didn't want to do like 2025 gets a season, 2026 get a season, and then you have to wait till like 2030 to get another season. But I don't know, there's other stuff that they could animate. You know, they could do like Fate Extra, they could do CCC, they could do Extella, they could do Extella Link, they could do some of the FGO routes. There are some FGO stories that could be like a short anime. Like you could make Oku like a short anime, you know? And I think a lot of those would benefit because the manga adaptations for a lot of the arcs in FGO have been doing really well. Like they definitely answer a lot of questions. Especially for the earlier stories. Like, I always found it really weird when we were going through Orleans. You know, it's like, oh, there's Lancelot. Okay, no, never mind. Lancelot kind of just got bonked on the head and died. But then in the manga, it's like this huge fight between, like, Liz, Kiyohime, you know, George, and they're all, like, jumping him and everything. And it's much cooler, in my opinion. I thought it was done a lot better. We could also get more Grand Carnival, that's also true. Why don't they make the Lostbelts into 12 episode animes? Okay, the Lostbelts are longer than Babylonia, and Babylonia was a full 25 episodes. The only Lostbelt that probably could be 12 episodes would be like Lostbelt 3. But unironically, I would prefer if they dragged Lostbelt 3 out a little bit so I could get more explanations on things. Because the problem with Lostbelt 3 is it's a little too short. I think Strange Fate come out like weekly. No, we were just reading it. It's probably going to be like a yearly thing. I doubt we'll be getting any Lostbelt anime anytime soon. I don't know why we couldn't. Both NA and JP are now done with all the Lostbelts. There's no reason they couldn't animate them. And they're incredibly popular. I mean, keep in mind, when Lostbelt 2 came out, that's when FGO was doing its best. It was like the top grossing app like on the planet. Keep in mind, stuff like Fortnite was peaking around then, and they were still beating them out. It was pretty crazy. They were doing really well. So I don't really know what they're cooking. I don't really know what they're up to over there. Olga, you need to crit over there, little buddy. I'm gonna need you to get these crits, man. Okay, can you stop attacking my Olga, please? Thank you. Very annoying. Stop doing that. Olga can't crit enough. Can't crit to save her life. 5.1 and 6 anime is all I need. I mean, I would love to get them all animated. I think it'd be pretty dope. Thank you. Take out MASH. Get her out of here. No, I don't have enough NP. Sad. What is this 100% art script? What are we doing over there? Pete Corday and Lostbelt 6? Alright, but like... You realize, like, every Lostbelt has a character I like. Like, if they do Lostbelt 1, I like Atalanta Alter, so I'm bulling with that one. I like Anastasia. If we get Lostbelt 2, I get Scotty, I get Brynhilder, I get the Valkyries. Lostbelt 3 is kind of an L magnet. I mean, the Lancer lady's cute, I guess. But... I think Olga's optimal chain is triple arts. What do you think? I don't know, man. I'm just doing mighty chains. I don't know, man. I'm clicking buttons. Fortunix Mash is so bad. Yeah, I probably should have clicked the invincibility buff, so we would have gotten through them more cleanly. If we get Lostbelt 4, we get Lakshmi Bai, we get Indian Jean, peak. 5.2? Do I like anybody in 5.2? I mean, we get Wotamine. I like Wotamine. He's super dope. Yume Ren is better when she stops hiding her identity. I don't know. It didn't really get fleshed out enough for me to care too much. I was like, oh, okay, alright. We're booling. Oh, yeah, human bad. Yes, very much. I don't know, I was like, it felt like Urobuchi was trying to cook something there, but he did not have enough time in the oven. We're fighting King Protea right now? This is the KP fight? Jesus, Star's best friend. Yeah, like a Trom anime would be sick. How long do I gotta live through this one? Because we are not beating this one. Battle ends after 3 turns. You got it, buddy. Here, go beat up Mash. You know what, Mash? Go get him, buddy. Also, anime Ordeal Call 2, so there's a chance to hear Erica Harlacher as Jalter again. See, I think they would just wait for the Ordeal calls to be done, but Ordeal Call 2 is insanely popular. Like, they've talked about that a couple of times on their live streams. They're like, dude, we did not expect Ordeal Call 2 to be that popular, but it popped off. And again, that's a Sakurai story. That's what I mean. Sakurai, wildly inconsistent. Sakurai's either going to drop a very mid, thing, where it's, like, not too offensive, but it's also not very good. Or she's going to drop, like, Ordeal Call 2, which is crazy. Trom was confusing. I think Trom was really simple. You gotta update your hardware, buddy. Kind of missing out on context. I skipped all the story. Might have to go back and read it. That's probably a good idea. It couldn't hurt to go back and read it. CTL FGO players can't read. True. Yu-Gi-Oh players, FGO players shaking hands, not being able to read. I'm surprised there is a feature to go back and read the story in FGO. Why would you be surprised about that? Like, most games that have a story have that feature. Like, I'm surprised that Star Rail doesn't have that feature. Or like Genshin. Hoyo games are weird in that aspect. I don't know, that just seems like a weird thing to be surprised about. Then again, this is the same guy that said he couldn't understand Trom. Bro's like, Don Quixote wasn't Magnum Dong the whole time? Actual mind blown. Yu-Gi-Oh! No, you can go back. You can replay Dokkan's story. You can reread it. You have to turn it on. Duel Links doesn't really have a story, so I don't know if that counts. If Master Duel counts, you can go back and read the Master Duel story. If there's a Trom anime, I need Natsu's English dub. Nah, I don't care about the dub. Dub stinky. Get that shit out of here. Battle ends after using Havatrot's NP twice. Dope. I mean, the ending of Trom. My man is finding out. He is learning about cliffhangers. How can you say Duel Links has no history? What about the characters I've made to level 30? I didn't say history. We said story. What 1.5 chapter was your favorite? Probably Seraph. I like Seraph. Because, like, Like, Shimosa, I think, is really overhyped. I think people just really like Masashi, which is, you know, that's not a problem. But I think if you go back and just read it for the story, it's kind of... It's alright. You know? Eh, you know, it's there. Salem was super disappointing to me. Because I really like HP Lovecraft and, like, Outer God stuff. Like, I love Eldritch Horror stuff. And so that one was incredibly disappointing. Like, dude, you're gonna say that you're gonna bring in Yog Sothoth, and then it's this, like, little pancake lady? Nah, dude. Nah, man. Nah, son. There's just simply no way. Nah, son. Bro, what is... Come on, Habitrot. Habitrot, you gotta fire these NPs, man. I still haven't read Agartha, because I just, like, looked at the characters that were featured, and I was like, I just don't care. I just can't be asked. CBA, dude. CBA. And then what was the last one? Oh, Shinjuku. I do like Shinjuku a lot. Shinjuku was really good. If you can't pick Seraph, because, you know, Seraph is an event story tied into 1.5, so maybe that's cheating. Because it'll, you know, that one will actually just be good. It's destined to be good. Then Shinjuku's probably my favorite. I like the characters. I think the story's interesting. I like the concepts. I want to see a Buddha servant, or at least a new Bodhisattva. I'm not super in on, like, Buddhism, so if we get new Buddhist servants, you know, that's cool. If we don't, shrug. I mean, like, I would like to get Wukong. Wukong would be really cool. Yeah, I was just talking about that earlier, about how the FGO mangas really fix a lot of the problems. Where are my Habitrot cards? Does the Altera Santa thing come out as 1.5? What do you mean? Like the Evocation Festival? Those are just like set things that come out. They just release them as campaigns. I do think there will be a part 3, but we have no clue. Well, I mean, right now there is no part 3. They came out and just said we're not doing part 3 anytime soon. You know? They're just like, nah, it ain't coming out. They just said they're gonna focus on doing events and whatnot. How many guts do I have? 2? Oh, thank the Lord, we're finding the Habitrot like arts cards, man. Are you even reading the Lostbelt 7 story? No, I'm gonna read it on my own time. Because usually when when I like to read the FGO story, I get in a group with like a bunch of friends and we read it together. And I already know a lot of what's going on. Like I already know what's going on. It's been out for 2 years, you know. Like Fate is like one of my favorite series, so like I kind of already know what's happening. Like I'll read the story summaries and whatnot. Better events over main story? Yeah, I think that'll be nice. I mean, I don't hate it. The events are usually a pretty good read as well. Maybe he'll just read the material. I mean, yeah, that's what you do. Like, when you just go to your material list, you just read it again. Last year, I read everything up to Camelot. I'm, like, slowly rereading everything. I was supposed to have everything done before Lostbelt 7 came out, but then I got really into playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And that kind of took up my time. But a lot of people stick around for the main story. Yeah, but the event stories aren't bad. If they put, like, the same level of care that they do into stories as they do, like, main stories... Because, I mean, keep in mind, like, just because I'm not doing, like, part 3 doesn't mean you can't get, like, a Seraph-type story or, like, an Oku-style story. Like, these things that are, like, main story feeling, you know? But they're technically events. So, I'll remain optimistic. I remain optimistic for it. Like, I'll be here for it. We'll probably get cool servants. We'll get cute wifeys. You know? They always return to the roundtable nights. Bro, it's ironic, because we're in the middle of Lostbelt 7, where those guys are not relevant at all. Yeah, I used to have like a bit of a gripe with that. I was like, man, there's a lot of like, it's like always comes back to like a Japanese hero. But you got to remember, they are like the writers are all Japanese, so they're gonna have a little bit of a bias for like their own story and stuff. But there is an interview when Fate Stay Night was coming out that Nasu, like, he was like, oh, I want to like bring a lot of these like characters that nobody's heard about over here in the East, because when he said he first started doing Fate Stay Night, like nobody knew, at least in like in Japan, who like King Arthur or like Hercules were. They weren't very like relevant characters. They knew their own mythology, but not a lot of other characters. Which, I mean, is one of the things that I really liked about Fate in the inverse, because I already know who like, say like when I was watching Fate Zero, I knew who Lancelot and Artoria was, but I didn't know that like Alexander the Great had like this different moniker as a Skandar that was given to him by Persian people. You know, I thought that was really cool. I had no idea who Karna and Arjuna were until I watched Fate Apocrypha. I thought that was like really sick. So I like really enjoyed going through a lot of that. Is this a real fight? This is a real fight. Okay, what do we have for this? All of our buffs are removed at the start of the battle. The position your party members are reshuffled. Awesome. This effect can be negated by having a servant with the hidden defender trait. Hello? Who the heck? My boy Leonidas! He's getting in there! Let's go, let's go! Let's get the boy Leonidas in there. He's the defender. Leonidas and George? Yes, sir. Like, get them in there, boys. Leonidas, prevent my guys from getting shuffled. Prevent my lads from getting shuffled around. Oh, Vlad also has it. Alright, Vlad, you're going in the bag. You'll be our closer if things go bad. If things go horribly wrong, Vlad, you'll just come in there and make sure that we don't get butt blasted. I'm just going to give you K-Scope. I know you have a battery, but I'm lazy. These servants have... Okay, they have that. At the end of each turn, will trigger, she'll revert to the same state at the start of the battle. Breaker bar again. Skill seal, defense down on all frontline party members. Debuffs all guys. Self-stun. Defense up. Recover KP's HP. Blah, 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 blah. After 11 turns, that can be nullified with a hidden goddess servant trait. What the heck? I don't have any of these people. Wait, I have BB. I have to double check. Alter egos don't like body bag moon cancers, do they? I don't think they do. They body bag foreigners. Yeah. Okay, cool. Do I want to use BB? Well, if I use BB, that means I get to use... What's her nuts? Castoria. And Castoria is pretty good. So we'll bring a friend, Castoria, and I'll bring Tamamo for propaganda reasons. Do a little bit of that. We do a little bit of dropping stars, probably. Nah, let's just give her the scope. Nah, we're goon maxing with this one. How do we immediately fire our NP? I don't think we do. We just don't. Anybody got their Bonsi on their Castoria? That would be really helpful. Actually, who's got the strongest Castoria here? Ooh, 2030. That's what I like to see. Oh, Leonidas, you want to, like, drop some stars or something? You can drop some stars for me, little buddy. So can you, George. I don't have George's Bonsi, unfortunately. It would go crazy here. I don't want Plug Suit. Give me the robes. how do you wail more than I do, but I don't have a single maximum broken scope or black grail? I'm just luckier, simply. You just gotta be luckier. See, this is also why I wouldn't have minded getting King Protea from the GSSR, because this suit is dope. Dude, I thought that just said God tier offspring. And I was just wondering what they were cooking. Very confused. Ooh, wait a minute. We can Leonidas NP. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Leonidas NP. I'm gonna crit on this arts card. Yeah, literally luck issue. Wait, we get this suit? Yeah, you get it at the end. I think it becomes available after you finish Lostbelt 7. There's a Koyan Skya suit. There's a King Protea suit. And then in about a month, we get the Ereshkigal skin. But unfortunately, we don't get the Benny Enma one for some reason. Not enough NP. I can fix that. Boom. BB. Evict this person from life. Give yourself some crit damage. Oh yeah, BB got buffed. Dude, that is the like worst part about the 2-year difference, by the way, is that I always forget about buffs and like when we have them. She poked her in the titty, dude. That's crazy. That defense buff is really doing the most. My HP! BB blast him again. BB! Do it again. Use Castoria, Lady Avalon, and Summary Buki with Tyra in the backline. Yeah, but I want to use Leonidas. He's the defender, dude. He's the defense. She stole the milk. I mean, she literally did steal the milk. We're in the sea of milk right now. They gotta make Benny alter a servant eventually. I mean, bro, it's been 2 years on JP since Lostbelt 7 has come out. Use BB Summer. Yeah, I don't think it's like that hard of a fight. But I do really feel bad for people that have no idea about like these like random hidden traits. And they go in here and they're just like, bro, what the heck is going on? What do you mean? What do you mean my guys are getting shuffled around? I'm not getting shuffled. Leonidas, my boy, unfortunately, I think this is as far as you go. I'm sorry, my boy. But you know what? You did good. Ooh, I could get the guaranteed crit, though. You know what, Leonidas? We're gonna be greedy. We're gonna be greedy. Get in there. Pop. 32,000 is nothing. Is BB mid? Yeah, people are still asking for Comet Saws. I think Nosu did like an interview about that a while ago. And he was like, I don't know about that. I don't know about giving you guys Batman. Like, alright, cool. Get this off of me. This just steals a dodge, doesn't it? No, oh, yeah, okay. George, buy me 3 turns. Wait, George is a rider! Wait a minute! Oh no, George is gonna be cooked! Oh, nay, George is gonna die! Oh no! Poor George. George is not making it out of this one. Oh, she was stunned. Nice. Never mind. Maybe George will make it out of this one. Well, these cards suck. Okay, that's a little too many George cards for my liking. Hey, I would love to get a Tarzan servant, man. Ow. We live! We buy an additional turn! I'm doing it. I'm starting to believe. Yeah, give me those stars. Finally caught a stream. Welcome to the stream. No Simai? Nah. Should have brought her. Well, we're winning anyways. Do you think Nasu leaving, we won't have the weird Nasu lore stuff like Beast and Lucky Bag? I'm hoping that will no longer be the case. Because, dude, Nasu, like, that's what I mean. Bro really wants to write a visual novel, but I'm like, dude, you gotta understand, you're running a gacha game. You can't be doing all this, like, random, like, weird, numpty nonsense, dude. You gotta have it make a little bit more sense. You can't be like, lol, it sucks that you want to have Draco, but not in my series. Oh, my mouse died. Okay, my mouse is back. That actually... that actually helped me out. Well, thank you, King Protea. That actually helped out. She was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put you in a whole team full of supports. Thank you. Can I get the stun? I can't get the stun. Nice. We can just do this. Beast have summon lore? Yeah. Yeah, Nasu said that, he doesn't feel like Beasts are very lucky, so they're not going to be in lucky bags, which is what the GSSRs are officially called. We as the community call them GSSRs, but they're called lucky bags. And he's like, well, I don't feel like Beasts are very lucky. Like, you're not a very lucky person if you see some... I'm like, dude, Nasu, do you know something like Oberon's in the GSSR, dude? Oberon's not a lucky servant to get. What about, like, Morgan? Morgan's not a very lucky servant to get. Morgan's gonna try to take over Britain. Like, what do you mean, bro? Tamamo? You get, like, Tama Lancer? She's not very lucky. Tamamo's, like, canonically evil. We just have her as, like, a cute wifey servant right now. She's just chilling. Koyanskaya? Koyanskaya is also a beast. She's just not in the beast class. So I have no idea what he's talking about. Like, I'm like, bro, you're not even recognizing your own lore, dude. Kiara can become a beast. Kama became a beast. Like, what are you talking about? What does he mean? What is, bro? It's so weird. It's, like, so stupid. It's so stupid. It's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Tyra ain't lucky, she will kill all my Genji units. Like, not even wrong, dude. He's just like, bro, what are you talking about? Nazi, what are you yapping about? That's what I mean. Is Tamamo Daiji? Not according to Gunska Sanctuary. I can follow people? Ooh. I thought I couldn't follow people anymore. I don't think Kiara is lucky at all. Take it up with Nasu, apparently. Apparently, if you get Kiara, the person that if you look at once, you become permanently enchanted by, and become her little gimp slave, apparently that's more lucky than getting Draco. And Draco is a super nice servant, alright? I stand by it to this day. I think Draco is our most loyal servant. After reading the event, the arcade collaboration. But somehow that's not lucky. I'd never simp. Look, you wouldn't have a choice. Unfortunately, you don't got a choice. Okay, what are we fighting now? The Mask? Mash needs to be in the starting role. Okay, alright, but if you feel so strongly about it. Inflicts instant death on one random party member. If instant death evokes, gives all enemies 50% NP charge. Gives all party members HP charge. Okay. Is that the same traits? Sky attribute? It's demonic. What do I have with demonic power mod? What could I break out for this one? Saber Tomoe has demonic power mod? Since when? Oh, no. She just is demonic. Okay, I was like, since when? Okay, I'm glad I wasn't smoking crack. I was really confused for a second. I'm not using Rama. Look at all these servants that I want and I just don't have. Takadu's not even out. Ooh. We could use the Valkyries. I want to make it work. So... Okay, the most annoying thing about these 4 supports is they don't save your setup, so you have to, like, redo everything. Which is where the auto team build gonna come in clutch. Once that comes out, whew, we're eating. And then Tam Tam, probably. I'm really not used to just not having, like, Lady Avalon on my account. So I have her on JP. It's a very strange feeling. Yeah, I'd win with the bond stuff. How much bond do I get from this? 1570? Yeah, that's worth it. You hold that. Master EXP. I'm already full on Master EXP. Yeah, give me Mystic Code EXP. Can I sneak the Bond CE on? 9? Nope. Alright, what about a 3-star CE? 5? I can do that. Dragon's Meridian it is. It'll just have to do. It'll just have to do. Do you play JP using a VPN? No, I just downloaded the APK. Auto build is always bad in every game. Okay, but it's really funny. It's really, really funny. Olga gives NP game, bro. She gives like 20 or 30%. Doo-doo. With like no arts buff, no battery? That's terrible. Okay, get out of here. Actually, I'm going to put Nero Bride in front. Because I don't want Olga coming back. Alright, we gotta start building up. Surely you don't do AoE attacks. That'd be cringe. What do you mean 1 quick card? Well, I'm not wasting my buffs on this turn. I'm not wasting a turn. No, JP has not upped our cost. The bastards. Stingy. Stingy as always. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, double arts card, that's what I mean. That's what I need in my life. Give me that. Give me some of that. I'm gonna preserve those. I don't need to use those yet. Mash body block. I don't want them getting punched. They can't punch my my adorable not Orlinde Thread. Auto build and Master Duel works well. I haven't tried it out yet. To be fair, I also have not been playing very much Master Duel. But once that new Drytron pack drops... yes, sir, buddy, I will. Missing 3% is crazy. Absolutely insane. I'm gonna go ahead and pop these. So we can drop some stars. Also use Castoria to cleanse that V-buff. Well, Castoria is stuck in the back line right now. Hey, hold on. Let the Valkyries cook. No NP needed. Hey, what do you mean Pierce defense? What do you mean by that? Stop doing that. That's rude. Mash gonna get the KO! Go get him, Mash. Ah! Bro's fighting a floating head? Exactly. That's how you know this game is peak. What other gacha game do I get to fight a giant floating head? Don't try to kill my Nero Bride. Rude. Okay, Mash, I wouldn't actually have minded if you would have died there. That would actually would have been fine. Alright, time to see 80,000 damage. Now, you know, we got the Black Rail. I'm going to say 120. Nah, I probably should have stuck with 80,000. Yep, see, 80,000. See? Should have gone with my gut. Get her out of here. Ow. Yoink. I'm gonna do a little bit of protecting. You know, I want to keep myself alive. Yeah, ORT is not that bad. I had to drop like a little ranting video being like, bro, this guy is not that hard. The lore heads are definitely making it out to be a lot harder than it is. Oh my goodness, we finally have the giant spider. Man, this spider's a bum. This guy's a bozo. Ain't nothing to the flying general. Stop doing that, man. Oh no, I can't fire my NP! Whatever will I do? I mean, we're getting there. Excuse me. Do we really need to max all of our servants for ORT? No, I don't know who said that. I say just make sure you have some servants leveled. What, I think like bare minimum you need like, what, like 24 servants? Like it's really not that much. It ain't all that. It really ain't that deep. I think with Ort you can't revive. Yeah, but like you save your progress. So if you do like 500,000 damage, you do like, you're already halfway done with one bar. Easy. Most of my best servants are berserkers. That's unfortunate because that means you should have invested in reigns. If you didn't invest in reigns, unlucky. How many copies does it take to get a servant to 120? Like 5 stars? What, I think you could do it if you, like, bond 13 them or something at NP1. I think you get enough coins if you do that. Something like that. If you want to, like, 120 them and do all of their append skills, you need, like, 6 after the update, I think. Yeah, there is a new mechanic around Grand Service at the end of the year. You get to use your Bond CE and the normal CE. Holy Moses. I get to use a good CE and a bad one? Or invest in our savior, MHXX. That's what my friend did. He literally just threw against random bars in ORT so he could have MHXX beat him up. Which I think is hilarious. Which I guess just goes to show like how easy the fight is. That you can literally just waste servants and you can still get it done. And you can't use the servant for normal quest? No, you can't use them for the rest of the ORT raid. Who the hell is saying that you can't use them ever again? That's just blatantly incorrect. That's just incorrect. Once you use a servant, you can't use them in the ORT raid again. So you have to like you have to bring like a different party every time. Someone really said you can't use them ever again. That's crazy. That's insane. Me when I spread misinformation, exactly. Bro, who was going around being like, yeah, that servant is just dead forever. That's a servant you'll never get to use again. What? What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? Do I have the append done on her? I do have the append done. So that means we can use the fat NP gain CE. Yeah. Yeah. More NP gain. And then MASH, I don't know, man. What do you think MASH's bond CE is going to be? Everybody gets 10% defense. Hey, that'd actually be pretty good. Passive 10% defense? That'd be crazy. Can't you make any servant a grand? Yeah, you just have to 10-10-10 their skills and grail them to 100. Some guy on Reddit spreading all this confusion. Look, see, this is why I have animosity towards ORT enjoyers. Like, I thought ORT was pretty interesting until, like, I talked to people that really like ORT, and they're the most annoying people I've ever met. They're like, oh my god, this is the craziest person you've ever seen. Nobody can touch this guy. Nobody can even sniff his nuts. And it's like, all right, buddy, let's relax. I don't even know if this guy's still in the top 10. Look, the fact that he loses the way that he loses is like, oh. Yeah, I don't know about that, dude. I don't know about that. Swimsuit ORT raid incoming. I would like to get the final ORT as an actual servant, though. That'd be really cool. I like his final design. Which is why talking to people that really like ORT is really infuriating. Because I'm like, man, you guys have a very cool idea on your hands. Just the most insufferable people. Just the worst people to talk to. Damage cut party-wide CE. I'd rather have the defense, because defense is easier to stack. Average ORT fan, yeah. It's really funny, too, because it's like... Is the ORT in-game the actual ORT? Yeah. I mean, look, here's the thing. ORT's, like, barely even real anyway. It's like a footnote in notes, which is, like, already really short anyway. It's, like, literally, like, some offhanded thing that, like, Nasu made at one point. Like, when he was, like, getting started with writing. And people are like, dude, if you go back... Okay, it literally is, like, the Starbucks, like, coffee shop person. If you know what I'm talking about. Like, that type of person. Wears the beanie, has, like, the glasses and everything. You know? They're like, well, if you go and find this author's original work, it's like, yeah, but the original work ain't relevant, man. Ain't nobody going back looking at 1920 Spider-Man and trying to bring that up. No one's like, hey, bro, like, you know, Superman did this thing in the 1930s. It's like, bro, ain't nobody care about that. Ain't nobody care. I don't care. Lame. The misinformation makes sense. Yeah. I mean, because Nasu's original idea for ORT is that it's like a super end boss thing that you fight. Like, it's if you ever play like a Final Fantasy game, you know how there's like the end boss, but then there's like those like weird like giant kaiju things you can go fight at the like as like the real super secret end boss. That's what he wanted ORT to be. It's like, oh, we have like all like the other types, but then you have like, oh, then you have this guy, and he's like the real guy, you know. FGO horror game? Who'd know? Ordeal Call 2. Spooky. The classic pumpkin spice latte enjoyer of fate. True? Now here's the problem. Getting Masashi's second, or her last NP. Now let's put her in the back so he gets max NP gain. Bahamut. I don't know if I've actually read Bahamut. I know Bahamut has some really cool character designs, though. Wait, am I thinking of the right series? I don't know if this is the series I'm thinking of. What is the boss that I'm thinking of? I think it's in... Is it in Final Fantasy 6? Or 5? Remember it's in, like, the ocean or something. It's like some big ocean, dude. I'm pretty, like... And I'm... Because I remember it being with, like, Cloud. And it's like some big gray, bumbulous guy, you know? Something like that. I don't remember. Persona 3 is the worst for final bosses. Look, I haven't played a single Persona game. And I don't plan on starting now. That gave Masashi like 27% NP. Hey, that's her battery. You know, if you think about it, Masashi does have a battery whenever she gets hit. Technically, every servant has a battery. If you're willing to get blasted by the enemy, anyone has a battery. If you think about it like that. That would be 7. See, I know. See, I knew it was from one of the games. Let me look it up. FF7 super secret final boss. What I'm thinking of? Yeah, this dude. Yeah. Because I think I was like 8. I was watching like a YouTube video, and they're like, this is a top 10 of the most super secret-y final boss guys you've never heard of. You know? And I was like, I don't know what that is. But that seems pretty crazy. Hey, you know what? That seems pretty crazy to me. That's a little nutty. But okay. Why is the YouTube stream? Why is the description wrong? What is this? And now I gotta fix this. Do a little bit of copying and pasting. Why are my upload defaults not working for streams? YouTube, why are you broken? Do I have a live stream playlist? No, I don't. Well, I'm not gonna make one. I don't need no live stream playlist. Entertainment? Nah, we're gaming. YouTube, what's wrong with you? YouTube is drunk. It didn't even save. What do you mean? Bro, get me out of the entertainment category. We are not entertaining. We're gaming. There's a difference. Did I click undo changes? I'm going to go back to the 1800s and take out Abraham Lincoln in a video game. That's how upset I am. Maybe not Abraham Lincoln, but I'm going to take somebody else out. I don't know who it's going to be, but somebody's going to suffer my wrath. There we go. This map is so cool. I do like the map. Alright, now who are we fighting? Dinosaur Champion. Oh boy. More force supports. My favorite. Dude, I love not being able to use my own servants. Bomberman! It's been a while since I turned in for a live stream. To be fair, it's been a while since I've, like, consistently done live streams, so... ain't your fault. I'm hoping to get consistently back on the 3 days a week, and then maybe start going back to 4 or 5 days a week. But some days, I'm just tired, man. I'm just eepy. What you doing? Catching up to Lostbelt 7? Yes, sir. 7 days a week? No, I don't get paid enough to do 7 days a week. Look, maybe if we had more Twitch subs, maybe we would do 7 days a week. But we don't have the oil tycoons like we used to. Taking a break after the hard D-rust of Spelunky 2? Spelunky 2, what does he mean? De Niro Marine train in Paris Island? What is it? What? Oh, what is he talking about? For what I hear, it was the Lostbelt 7 map that gave a lot of problems to the team to implement, so that's why it took more time to get released. And apparently they wanted to do more. Well, Nasu wanted to do more. Apparently he had more stuff that he wanted to implement. Bro, what is with this bullying of Masashi? Leave her alone. Get off my Masashi's balls. Alright, Masashi. Blow these guys up. Invincibility. Don't make me laugh. Come on. Did have the California debuff? Nah, you're all good. Man. You're all good. I recently had to get insurance. So I was like, man, I need to be able to go to, like, the dentist. And if I'm, like, sick, I want to be able to go to, like, a total care or something. I also want to go to a, I guess, like, what, like a psychologist, what you call it? Because I want to find out how ADHD I am. I was also talking with somebody, and they were like, yeah, I kind of, like, they're like, you know, you could have, like, a dissociative disorder or something. And I was like, what does that mean? They're like, oh, it just means that, like, if something happens to you, you just, like, don't relate it as to happening to yourself. And I'm like, well, that's terrifying. I was like, what? And like, no, man, it's not that bad. You just gotta figure it out. It's just better if you know. And I'm like, okay, don't freak me out like that, man. My biggest fear is that I'm gonna go in and they're gonna be like, you're secretly a sociopath. And I'm like, what? No. Oh, man. Even though I know, I'm like, okay, I know who I am. I know that's not gonna happen. But you know what I mean? You go in for like any one of those evaluations, it's just like, who knows what they're gonna pull out of the cookie jar? They'd be like, did you know that you're actually a serial killer? It's like, what? No. What do you mean? They're like, yep, it's too late. It's too late. That's your fate. You're finished. It's like, oh, man. And they're like, all right, get out there. Yeah, I want to find out how ADHD, because I am like 95% sure that I am ADHD brain rotted, but I want to find out by how much. Or they're going to tell me to be like, sorry, buddy, you're on the spectrum. But then, can't you get benefits for that? That actually might be good. Can't you get, like, disability or something if you're on the spectrum? That's free money. I'm very ignorant when it comes to a lot of that stuff, so I'm not really sure. I heard more than 50% of adults right now are diagnosed with ADHD. Yeah, my mom got diagnosed with it. Lostbelt 7 costs are half right now? Yes, sir. If you just wait a little bit, half cost. Save your money. You know what, Morgan? You get in there. Wait, is this a good idea? Who are we fighting right now? A bunch of snakes. What if we just use Masashi again? Like, what if we just loop all over the place? There it is. And then we just plug suit mash out. Because technically, we do get an NP gain boost from Olga Murray. So, she is worth having around. Actually, I still have some Lostbelt 7 quests to do. There you go. And see you later, MASH. I would love to see the statistics on like how many times they've given you a force support and people have like plug suited them out. I would love to see that statistic. And then just bring that up and be like, okay, you guys know that like 98% of the time people just plug suit their stuff out because they want to use their servants, right? Like, you know, the servants that they summon for, people want to use their servants. Until I looped her today 6 turns in a row. Yeah, Ibuki's pretty good. Go figure. I've only been saying she's the best for a while now. I think it might be the way that I talk, though, in videos. Some people are like, man, I can't take this guy seriously. But it's like, man, I've been playing the game for like 8 years. I think I would know what I'm talking about. I think I would have... No! No extra battery! Hooked. Oh, you pulled it during New Year? During New Year's? That's a good pickup. I really wanted to go on the AoE Berserker one, but if I got NP2 Arjuna Ultra, I would have crashed out. Or if I got NP6 Morgan. I mean, NP6 Morgan's not bad. I could do repent skills once the new ones come out. But, like, that feels kind of boring. I want a new servant, man. I say that, and then we pulled NP2 Archetype Earth, but I'm actually really happy with that one. I've been having a lot of fun using her. Missing out on 5% again is crazy. Olga, beat these guys up. Olga, blow that guy up. Yeah, AoE Berserker is, like, really, really good. It was, like, really strong. You've got Arjuna Alter, you've got Ibuki, you've got Morgan. Masashi's on there as well. Are Destiny summons only for anniversary? Yeah. Yeah. Although it won't surprise me when one day they just throw it out there for like New Year's or something. Because they love money. So it won't surprise me when they eventually do it. NP2 Space Ishtar and the GSSR Big Sad. Hey, at least Space Ishtar is one of those servants that will like accrue in value. Like, she's still like really strong. And if they ever decide to give her a buff, she'll... I mean, I can't imagine they give her like a worthless buff. If they just make her charisma like 3 turn, or no, the second skill, like say they make the second skill like the NP damages 3 turns, and then it gives you like a 20% buff success rate, so you can guarantee your third skill. I think Space Ishtar would be like a lot better. Because there's a lot of times that I would like to use Space Ishtar, but I'm like, do I really want to roll the 4 out of 5 or the 1 in 5 chance of missing out on the buff? Because especially for like Quicken Arts, if you want to use her for those, that extra card buff really does matter. They can't give us a 10-ticket multi after 9 years, but they did give us the 100 friend points. You know? What an interesting stream thumbnail. Yeah. Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. You go to HXD. That guy's doing the Lord's work. Space Ishtar has been smooth cruising for you. Yeah, it's not like servants, because, okay, here's my thing. For FGO, servants don't really get, like, worse. It's just you get better options. So it's not like, I always use the money example, because that seems to resonate with people. But it's like, you know, if your Space Ishtar is worth $100, but then, like, Summer Kama comes out and she's worth $150, that doesn't mean your Space Ishtar is worse. It just means something better came out. It's like an interesting power creep. Instead of units, like, not being able to really do things anymore, it's just you get better options. You know, like, if you want to look at it like an extreme example, you know, it's like Tamamo is like the main art support, and then Castoria came out. It's not like Tamamo got worse. She still, like, holds her niche down. It's just you'd rather use Castoria. She's just better. 11... I'm not even going to try to pronounce this. I'm not even going to make the attempt on that one. Habitrot mission against assassins. Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't do this to me. You know, speaking of Space Ishtar, actually. Let's whip her out. Let's use Space Pistar. Let's use her. Let's use the big titty Iris Fuel CE. Why not? And then, Jolter, you can hang out in the bag. I'm trying to get my groove on with Jolter, if you know what I'm saying. We don't really have to do the whole plug suit thing, because Abatrot can game end herself. Tamamo never fell off, her uses are just different. I would agree with that. I suppose you already have read the story or plan to read it later. So, like, I checked out the story whenever it came out on JP. I usually read the story summaries, and then I'll talk to my friends that actually can read the JP version of things, so I already know what's going down. But I'll probably read it when it's all out. I'm not a very patient person, so I kind of have to read everything at once. So once all 3 parts are out, I'll probably just go into the materials and spend a couple of days reading the story. It'll take me a couple of days, because me and my friends will, like, yap about it, and... it'll probably take us a fat minute to get through it. A fellow binger? Exactly, yeah. It takes me a little bit to get through things. And I have to be able to do it all at once. Like, when, like, new, like, anime seasons come out, people will be like, you gotta watch this show. I'm like, no, sorry, dude. I mean, I'm gonna have to wait till I can read everything, or watch everything. Same, bro. Yeah. I mean, if I can't watch the entire thing or like read the whole thing at once, I don't know. I get really like antsy about it. Hey, yo, what did he mean by that? That's a crazy skill name. Arts buff? Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, whatever you say. What in the Chris Pratt Oz stage is this? I think we're playing dinosaur soccer, if I remember correctly. Or football for my non-Americans. Mama seems cool. Her kid is a little weird, and it's evident it's dated, but the cooldown reduction, man. I'd actually argue that her skills, it's not really like that dated. I think she has everything she needs. Like, really good. I don't even think it's that weird. I think it's like pretty simple. Impregnable? What did he mean by this? Football, how we get here? We're chilling. I mean, how do we get here in most Lostbelt scenarios? You know? Bro, can you stop? 2 left? Okay, we can go this guy. We just do a little bit of inverse chaining. Never realized it was Velociraptor football. I mean... I don't know, man. Shrug. Bro saw the YouTube thumbnail. No, I would argue it's quite pregnable. In my opinion. Anytime I see Morgan, nah, I'm geeking out. Thank you, Jolter. I guess Jolter scored the winning goal for us. Ancient Mesoamerican football? Actually, these Velociraptors are the people. We fell from the sky? Okay, technically we didn't fall from the sky, we got smacked. But, Cuckoo meant well. She thought, Cuckoo was trying to smack, Olga, and she accidentally hit us as well. Because, Cuckoo's a little strong. She's a little too tough. She's a little too strong. Because cultural invasion? What do you mean by this? Alright, now what are we fighting? Oh, these are the soldier guys again? Okay. Cuckoo's in big trouble. Well, you can always fix that with some good old nuclear fusion. Let's use Nido. Nido, Chris. Eviscerate these people. Gotta go buy some food. Nah, you're not allowed to eat. Not in California, you're not. So what's the contrast? The fact that they're getting slaughtered by the Olmec? Poke or some sushi? What do you mean by poke? You mean like Pokemon? What do you mean? I'm too Yu-Gi-Oh pilled. I see Poke and I think of like Pokey Draco. I'm playing too much Master Duel. I mean, they are dinosaurs. I wouldn't care very much if I was a dinosaur to be like, yeah, let them come. What are they going to do to me? Nido, Chris, evacuate these guys from life. See, these are the stages that are a little annoying to me personally. Because it's just like, I come in here to just like clear a wave. And I'm like, man, you couldn't have just made this like a readable cutscene. But then again, you do get drops from it. Yeah, look at the drops. That whole 1 drop. Deep dish pizza. See, I don't know. It depends on the sushi place. Because sushi can be really expensive. Sushi kind of has one of the worst ratios where like the price can be really high and then the fillingness, you know, how full you get off of eating it is also really low, depending on the sushi you get. So you gotta be, like, feeling it, you know? It's gotta be a good spot. How long is part 1? 10 acts? I'll be back. What if I'm not here? Because I'm about to have to go run to the store. We're about to get an ice storm. And I'm gonna have to go run to the store before it freezes over. Actually, has it started raining yet? Is it going to rain? Let me see. Weather. Well, that's just ominous. It just says rain coming. It doesn't say when. Oh, yeah, you're gonna get snowed in. Just when? Ice skate to the store? Nah, man. I'm not doing all that. How would you just fly to the store? Dude, I would love to be able to fly to the store. That'd be dope. More Sancor? Oh, and I already completed the missions. Ooh, wait. Okay, we might have to pause the Lostbelt 7. I need to finish these panel missions. Ask the store if they do delivery, but that's extra money. I have to pay them to deliver it. Or send a drone? No, I don't trust those Amazon drones. I don't trust Mr. Bezos over there. A free quest on a mountain? I have my go-to. Put me in Babylonia. Put me on this mountain. Boom. It's Morbius time. Grinding QP while at half stamina. Dude, it is so weird. My JP, I have 1 billion QP and I have nothing to level because I'm out of mats. My NA, I'm at like 270,000 QP and I have all the mats. Do Babylonia? Way ahead of you, buddy. I swear my mind just shut down. I mean, you are a ZTL viewer, so that's pretty par for the course. I'm sorry for joking about the thumbnail so much. Nah, dude, HXD deserves the praise. That guy is literally doing the Lord's work. Anytime I see that guy post, it's a good day. See, he does what? Like Castoria, Morgan, and like Nightingale mainly. So sometimes I'm winning, and then sometimes I'm losing. But then again, he does make me like Nightingale more. I wasn't super fond of Nightingale for a while. And then I saw HXD do some Nightingale art. Holy Moses. I figured out what I was missing out on. Oh, he also does Jelter as well. $120 Morgan based? Yes, sir. I don't know what the next servant I'm going to 120 is, because this took forever to do. I don't know if I want to get back on one of these endeavors, but if I 120 another servant, it's probably going to be Ace. It'll probably be her. The keys to, like, all of them, then you're always winning. I mean, look, yeah, that's any artist. If you have a good artist, you can get converted. Why do I have this? Why is this my mystic code? What the hell was I cooking? What is going on here? What was the game plan? What was my point with doing this? I mean, look, the Buster crits worked out. Bro, what was I cooking with this setup? Why do we have this scene? Why do we have this? Ace Appreciation W. Look. When Ace first came out, I was like, this servant is really nuts. And everyone was like, no, 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 no. This servant is too gimmicky. They're not like that good. Blah, 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 blah. And then now, seeing people being like, dude, Ace might be like one of the best servants to come out this year. I'm like, okay, cool. I feel justified. I'm not going to rub it in people's faces, but I am going to be salty about it. Ace is Morgan. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I was truthfully, I was completely unaware. I had no idea. Groupthink? Oh, see, that's me. I'm too individualistic. I'm also too much of a hater. If somebody says this servant is good, I'm gonna say they suck. Like, Arjuna Alter, that guy sucks. You could say he's one of the best servants in the game, and he could be. Or he could be mid. Look, if Arjuna Alter was a good servant, he'd have a 50% battery, alright? Also, Lostbelt 7, the horror. We're on, like, Chapter 6 so far, so we're going actually pretty good. I might rewatch the video later. I am unsure how to really use her. I've been using... I don't have Koyanskaya, or at least my own on JP, and I have my... don't have my own Oberon, but I'm still able to get some usage out of her on JP. She's just really good. Koyan Dark is really helping her out. Not having Koyan Light is a bit of a bummer, but Koyan Dark effectively does the same thing with her second skill. But I have a Grail. Yeah, give me that. And that over. And it has all the mats, 11 chains. Well, I don't need... look, I don't have all the mats, but I have more mats than I do on JP. The JP mats iteration is crazy. Actually insane. Yeah, JP, how do you do 90++? Very carefully. Very carefully. Where'd you get that extra one from? That was from the first Grail front. I only did, like, one of the missions. I didn't do the other one. Because the Skahawk one, that Grail front ran with the lottery, so I did one of the missions. And then I was just farming the lotto the entire time, so I never did the other ones. So... yeah, my JP Castoria is Bond 15. She's been Bond 15 for a long time. Two more to go. I just need... look, I can get another Grail for doing Lostbelt 7. And then I need a lore, dude. Just toss me a lore. It does kind of suck. She's only NP1. That's the sucky part. And Salter does not really have that many rate-ups. Marriage system at Bond 15. Hold on, he's kind of spitting, bro. That one Grail piece is gonna stare at you forever. I mean, look, I'll eventually, surely they'll give out like a way to buy Grail pieces with like prisms or something, right? Surely. My Castoria is Bond level 9. I don't think I have anybody close to Bond 15 on my NA account. But that's because I have way more diversity over here, so I get to kind of spread out my usage. Yeah, like, see, yeah, most of the supports are, like, they're in this, like, Bond 11 range. But that's because I can, like, divvy them out. Although, I will say it is very impressive that Koyanskaya, despite being, like, 2 years behind, or no, a year behind Castoria, is already, like, pretty much caught up to where she's at. Actually higher bonded. Morgan's around where Castoria is at. Oberon's at... oh yeah, he just hit... He just hit... ooh! Coming in on 30 Saint Chords. Yeah, Jolter's chilling. Once we get Jolter's battery, I'll probably be using her a lot more in farming comps. Because that 50% battery, and the fact that I managed to bag that NP2, very helpful. This is going to be crazy in Ordeal Call 2, by the way. Anti-Avenger. That's going to be good. Yeah, she's getting there. Yeah, Merlin getting there. Yeah, look at the... Look. Can you tell this was my quick unit during the Scotty meta? I don't know. Can we tell this is my quick unit? I'm using Yusuke Kenshin to level 100, but leveling up with the gold cards is super slow. Is there a way to level up faster? 5-star EXP cards. Jolter could probably be used for 1 enemy waves, maybe 2, but RNG is unreliable. You could use her for all 3 waves. If it's a 1-1-1 node, you could use her for all 3. She has a 50% battery. The cooldown and everything is the same. Yeah, 6-turn cooldown. You can use her for all 3. So if it's like a 1-2-1 node, you can use her for wave 1 and wave 3. If they had extra going class, yeah. See, that's the problem. Is that I'm like, oh man, I can't do any of my the extra class people. It does make me wonder who I'm gonna end up doing, because it has to be people that you've grailed. So it has to be like people I take to 100. I've literally started doing Salter in preparation for that, because the Salter is probably going to be my Grand Saber. Probably. More than likely. Gil is definitely going to be my Grand Archer. I think a Lancer will probably be like Lancer Artoria. I like her a lot. I'm doing a lot of people that I like. Busy gooning to his goth saber face women. True. No, level 100. They just have to be level 100. Skills maxed out. I'm not sure about Ryder. Like, I would like to do Kets, because I like Kets a lot. I might do Dogbro. I also like Reigns. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Caster will be Ace. Ace isn't out yet. Assassin might just be the Valks or Huion. I'm trying to decide between one of these two. I feel like I'm leaning more towards Huion, because I'd probably use her a little bit more. But I also really do like Thread. And then Berserker's obviously going to be Morgan. See, I would do Melusine, but I'm trying to be different, you know. I'm trying to be different. Plus, look, if I could, instead of doing Lancer Artoria, I would do the Ruler one. I love Ruler Artoria, dude. Dude, I heckin' love Ruler Artoria. I'm a believer, dude. I need extra copies so she can do real damage. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I scrolled back, like, past this too quickly. And so I read this as, like, woman energy for some reason as I was, like, scrolling past it. And I had to scroll back up and be like, hey, what the heck? My level 100 George has been waiting for this moment. You know, Grand George is kind of based. Grand hurt to piss people off. I don't know how they piss people off. But, you know, you do you. Yeah, it's really unfortunate, because I could do, like, quite a few Berserkers. Like, I could do Morgan. I could do Jolter. I could do Ku Alter. I could do MHX Alter. I could do Lancelot. I've got, like, a couple of them that I could always do, but it's like, nah, I gotta do Morgan. The good thing is that Ruler Artoria, though, is, like, really good with her, most recent buff. There's a guy on YouTube that does even more with her than me. Oh, you're talking about Jolter? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I do prefer how the artist draws her in fanzines, because Nasu oddly makes her artist draw her too slim. Her body looks more natural, not a stick in a balloon. Yeah, that's the, I remember way back in the day, I was talking to somebody about, I was like, oh yeah, I really like, I like Lancer Alter. And he was like, bro, why are her legs so small? And I was like, bro, leave her alone. Leave her alone, man. Her legs might be tiny, but you know what? Leave her alone, bro. Leave her alone. Let her cook. Look, she might have small pencil legs, but the outfit is dope, alright? Alright, leave her alone. Stop bullying her. What did she do to deserve all this hate? Nothing. Okay, but I do think I'm gonna have to go head out to the store before I get frosted in. And then we get some EP meds, you know? So with that being said, it was a good stream. We'll probably try to finish Lostbelt 7 on Friday, probably. We'll sit down and we'll get caught up on part 1. Unless part 2 also drops, and then we'll try to finish both of those. But as per usual, I will catch you guys in the morning or afternoon with another daily upload. As long as, like, the snow doesn't take out my Wi-Fi. That would be really annoying. But yeah, good stream. I enjoyed it. And,